In this video, I will break down the six most popular CRM tools and the CRM tools that I think are the most valuable and could be a great fit for your business. Something to note is that not all of these tools are traditional CRM tools, but some are actually originally designed for project management. However, I think they can also be very effectively used as a CRM. So if we go and we start with HubSpot, um, one of the things that stands out with HubSpot is the amount of obviously blogs and educational free resources that they give out. Um, HubSpot also has a free CRM available, although it does have very limited features. They have the intention that you will use that and they get frustrated with the lack of features on the free plan, and so you'll upgrade. But it is one of the few CRMs that seamlessly integrates with email marketing, social media, and landing pages in one platform. Um, and it's a great inbound marketing tool. Um, so if you go here, this is looking at pricing. Although it does have a free CRM plan, if you go and you look at the pricing, it does get quite expensive, especially for marketing here. The marketing hubs, 700, 3,000 for individuals and small teams. Even it is a lot cheaper. So prices range rapidly, but overall, a large enterprise or a larger business scaling does get quite expensive. And then next up, Salesforce. Salesforce is actually one of the most popular CRM tools globally. It holds one of the biggest market shares in the CRM industry. It's used by enterprises worldwide. It's got thousands of third-party apps that can extend its functionality. And although it is very powerful, it can be sort of quite overwhelming for small teams. So if you go into Salesforce here, pricing again, although this says it starts at $25 per user per month, not so sure about that when you actually go into the platform itself. But one of the things that Salesforce has or claims they have is if you go here, products overview, the number one AI CRM. So again, utilizing artificial intelligence is very big with Salesforce, as it is with most of these CRM platforms, apart from Zoho. And yeah, that's the platform we're coming on to now, Zoho. Although it does have arguably some of the best pricing, it does feel quite clunky. And the UI in the Zoho does feel very outdated compared to modern CRMs. So it is one of the most affordable, robust automation, ideal for small businesses, and it has an AI-powered sales assistant called Zia. Zia sort of provides predictive sales analytics and automations. But if you go into the actual platform itself, the sort of interface compared to the softwares like Salesforce or Go HighLevel or ClickUp later, it doesn't feel as intuitive, as modern as you'd probably like for your team. At least for me, it seems quite complicated to set up. And when you're trying to sort of automate your sales pipeline and you're trying to integrate a tool like this with Make.com to sort of automatically capture leads from your CRM, automatically qualify them, automatically add them to Zoho, I found from my experience that tools like ClickUp have actually been far easier to integrate with tools like Zapier or Make than a tool like Zoho. By automate, I mean sort of automate the process of capturing leads, sending them to Google Sheets to qualify, to filter, and then either add or update the lead in the CRM. Found it far easier to do in a software like ClickUp compared to Zoho, although obviously it is possible, and it is still a very robust CRM software. And then next up, arguably the most popular CRM tool out there, Go HighLevel. unlike most CRMs, it's tailored for marketing agencies, and it allows them to white label it for their own clients. So white labeling means that when they white label Go High Level, they sort of rebrand and resell the platform as their own for clients or for themselves. Instead of their clients seeing Go High Level, the agency customizes the software with their own branding, their own domain, their own logo to sort of make it appear as if they've built the platform themselves. Um, so if you go into Go High Level, it literally has everything, and it has some of the most impressive statistics and result cases, case studies out there. You know, from all the way from capturing leads to nurturing those leads to converting those leads to automating payments, call reminders, everything, all the software for it. However, if you're an agency who already has a website or a landing page, already does have a system to capture leads and nurture leads, maybe you're already using a tool like MailChimp or Twilio. Um, you're using Calendly to help automate call booking. You're accompanying that with Make. You don't need all the features in Go High Level, although it is very, very powerful and very useful to have it all in one place. But yeah, when you do have a software like High Level, although all the how comprehensive and valuable and powerful it can be, it does come with a very steep learning curve. Yeah, it does have the 14-day free trial, although yeah, that is again only 14 days, and after that period, pricing does get very quite expensive. And so, especially if you're not going to be fully using all the features in ClickUp, and you're not willing to put in the time to learn how to really utilize it properly, effectively, it's arguably not worth it. Pipedrive, quite similar to Zoho and Salesforce, in my opinion. With Pipedrive, it's designed for sales teams. It's hence the name pipeline driven. So you can track deals very intuitively. Um, Similarly to Go High Level, it's got a very visual UI and drag and drop features. So managing leads is very easy, even for beginners. However, unlike a software like HubSpot, it doesn't have the marketing automation features. If you go in here, look at pricing, pricing is does seem at first glance to be very good. However, like with all of the pricing, the plans, you have to go into a lot more depth to actually look into what features they're giving you with each plan. It's very easy to think, oh, only $14 for the first plan. And Salesforce, oh, when I'm looking at sales, the pricing, oh, it's 165. There are also tricks, and you have to look into more depth exactly what you're getting. Are these for enterprises or are these for small to medium businesses? Because these are significantly cheaper. So yeah, it is looking at pricing. You do have to look a lot more carefully to actually see what you're getting. Yeah. And then I believe this is wrong. The basic plan, $12.50 per user per month. Some of the pricing may be off. But I mean, yeah, you can see here, pricing here is $14 a month. So, and then finally, the CRM that I'm using and I've found to be very useful, especially when you're building it out in a sort of an all-round sales automation, is ClickUp. And traditionally, you don't see ClickUp as CRM; you see it as a project management software. However, it does have all the tools necessary to use it as a CRM. One of the things I like with ClickUp is the hierarchy, where if you go into ClickUp here, you have workspaces, folders, pages, lists. Very easy to organize your work. But not only that, it's very customizable. That could be a downside because you don't have any inbuilt sort of CRM structures. You have to build it all out yourself because it is generally a project management software. But for agencies who don't need, I mean, complex software, they've got most of their marketing and lead conversion and websites in place. They really just need somewhere to add leads to manage leads, to update leads as they progress through the sales pipeline. It's very effective. And when you've built out a basic CRM, you can keep adding to it, and you can, if not, you can literally just leave it. I mean, for all I know, you could use Google Sheets as your CRM, um, if you if you're comfortable with using Google Sheets. So yeah, this is a very relatively simple, quick CRM that does actually work effectively for this is for creative agencies. One of the downsides with ClickUp is the fact that you only have, I believe it's 60 edits of custom fields in total per workspace. So, for example, here, priority, or I'll show you all these fields here. These are fields by ClickUp, but if you go up or you go to, or slide over to the right, things like email address, message, website link, budget, business size, these are all custom fields. You only get a very limited amount of edits of these custom fields before you have to start paying for ClickUp, or you have to create an entirely new workspace. Um, but nevertheless, even that, I think it's $12 a month, which is not anything ridiculous. Um, yeah, it's very visual as well. I mean, intake here, call booked here for all the separating all the different leads in their different stages. You've then got those awaiting proposal, those proposals sent, one lost. A very easy way to organize your leads. And one of the other things I like with ClickUp is the automations feature. Um, so when the status or the stage of a lead is changed from this to this, then add the lead to this list, or then change the status to this. This sort of automation within actual ClickUp itself. And the integrations with so many different software. And again, pay plans do not actually start from $5 a month. They actually start from, I believe it's $12 a month. But again, that's nothing extensive. So yeah, they have a summarized comparison and general view of the top softwares out there to build out your own CRM on. Yeah, hopefully you found it useful.